sun's just coming up. We got one of the top guides in the country. Tyler Scofield's here. He's on the glass. He's trying to turn up a big buck for Rich. He's been scouting this buck, and we know kind of his travel route. Opening day, we haven't seen him for a few days, but we're hoping he's coming from this spring out into these flats. We're going to set up right here. Just glass these bottom areas and see if we can turn him up. There's a lot of deer in this area. But there's one particular buck, a big typical, that Tyler's kind of got an eye out for. So we'll set up here. We're in a good spot. Should be a good day.
So as part of the Gunwerks sales and customer service staff, we get to meet a lot of people. We get to talk to thousands of people at the trade shows and customers that place orders with us. And you know, it's a process of getting a system built. And through that process, we actually develop a pretty good rapport with most of our customers. And you know, it turns into some really, really good friendships. And one of those customers was Rich Gingrich.
I've been hunting with Westerlands the last 3 years. I just one day saw their ad and took a shot and came here and enjoyed the ranch, enjoyed the people. I've met a lot of people, made a lot of good friends. It's got quality, it's an opportunity to kill a big deer. And a lot of places will tell you that, but it's just really, you don't have that opportunity.
I would rather guide most of the time than hunt myself. I've been real lucky to be able to do this the majority of my adult life. And I enjoy meeting new people. I really like the fact that I get to hunt high quality animals, and I get to do it every week, all fall. It doesn't end after 5 days or 9 days. It continues to go till early winter. It puts me on the mountain and where I love to be for, large amounts of time.
You know, Rich is a great guy. Obviously, he knows how to hunt. He's got our system. He knows how to shoot. And so, we just needed to more or less stay out of their way, let Tyler do what Tyler does, which is find big, giant mule deer every year, and then, be that support to Rich and hopefully play an integral part in helping him.
It's really hard to describe because it's so unbelievable. It's just got so many different, you got your mountains and you got your sagebrush flats. It's just, it's almost like describing heaven.
Gregg's a great guy. He brings a lot of energy to camp. He's real good with people. He's high energy. Everything about him's fun. He's fun to tease. He's just a good dude. We had a handful of deer, probably about 4 or 5 that we was wanting to get a good look at. we went to our first spot.
Love hunting these deer out here. We got our management buck for next week's hunter. Yeah.
And it was determined we were just going to sit on this hill and we were going to glass. We knew that this big buck had been coming to the spring, back and forth most of the summer, and that was the buck they wanted to hunt. Big, typical. So we sat on the side hill, and we sat on the side hill, and we sat on the side hill. And I probably glassed the same, 50, 60 acres of oak brush for 10 hours. And, lo and behold, one by one, these deer would stand up. And we got a good look at a couple real nice deer. Just, I guess, not quite to the caliber that they were after, and so we went back the next day, and we sat in the wind this time. And so it was pretty chilly. Yeah, we definitely got our first dose of winter. Persistence really pays off when it comes to these trophy hunts. They know what they're after. They've scouted, they've done their homework, and so, we just knew it was a matter of time.
Well, we were chasing a really big typical. It was pushing 200. We set lots of hours up on the slopes in glassing, and it really tested our willpower in that cold and that wind. And we just had great resolve to stick with it, and we were prepared to stick with it.
It took us 2 days to find the 2 deer that we wanted to get a good look at. We decided that they wasn't quite what we wanted. They were big deer. I mean, they were in the 190s. Richard's killed a couple of deer in the 190s. We wanted to break that 200-inch mark. Richard's a great guy. He's pretty easy. He'll do whatever you ask him to. Even if it's tough to pass a deer, he'll do it. If we say it's too young or it's something we don't want to shoot, he has the control to not override us and shoot anyway. But anyways, it was a tough couple days. It was first real cold morning of the season, about 15 degrees. Wind was blowing about 20 miles an hour. He's been a trooper. I've made him sit in the same spot for a total of, I think, about 16 to 18 hours so far into the hunt. So he thinks he's sitting in a tree stand. But yeah, I mean, they were good bucks, and we decided to pass them.
Well, when you sit on a hill for 5-6 hours and you finally have a deer stand up 10 minutes before it gets dark, you get excited. And we looked at this buck, and we'd seen this buck the night before, and he was in full velvet. He was a real pretty 4x5. And he looked good in the velvet. He looked heavy, he looked nice. Well, when this buck stood up the next day, he didn't have any velvet on. He had shags of stuff, but he looked like a completely different deer. Lo and behold, it was the same deer. He just rubbed that night. And so we got excited, and then as we looked at him and picked him apart, it was the same deer. And it was just kind of like you just got to where it's like, oh, something's gonna happen, and then it's like, oh. So, Richard was just like, hey, that's hunting. He's not here. We're just gonna, pull up our bootstraps and try another day. And so, he has a good attitude. And Tyler, again, he's done this for years. He doesn't get up or down when it comes to that kind of stuff. So Nate and I were pretty excited to even see that caliber of deer. But we were all hoping for more. We were hoping to be able to get it done, and
it just never materialized.
When we came to this other side of the ranch today, this is day 3 of the hunt. Nate and I were pretty amped up to see some new scenery and to video some different things and hopefully some new deer.
This morning we moved to the other side of the ranch, and we had 2 deer that I wanted to get a look at. As we got to the top of the ridge, we had to sit and wait for the sun to come up enough to see. We started seeing a lot of deer, kind of picking through them, just working our way down off the ridge.
I actually spotted what I thought was a giant buck, and they had already kind of gone up the ridge, and I panicked. I was waving, I was trying to get their attention, and I thought we'd found the deer.
We come over a little knoll, and about 6 deer blew out of this little knoll. It was only about 25 yards from us, and for just a split second we caught a glimpse of one belling off. Just caught him skyline going off, and I knew that was one of the deer that we were here to look for.
These guys just took off, and as they did, we saw here's a big buck up here. Biggest buck we've seen in 3 days. We don't know he's blasted him up. They're heading out this other direction, so they may see another one for all I know, but this is a big deer.
Well, lo and behold, I see them scrambling and running out to this ridge, and I looked at Nate and I said, they must have a bigger deer. It's go time, we gotta go. So we hustled up the ridge just in time to get set up and see where this deer had come in the oak brush and watch Rich make a good shot on this deer.
I won't lie, I wasn't calm. I mean, it was so fast. I was trying to set that tripod up, and the tripod fell about the time I was gonna squeeze off the shot. And we had to thread it in a small opening, and we made it happen. It was fast, and got Craig to get down there and give me some base where I could use my left elbow because I was shaking. It was just fast. I mean, we were unprepared for everything. Because when I went over there, I had no intentions I was fixing to shoot a deer. I mean, I had no idea he was that good.
I'm ready, I'm watching. I'm ready, I'm watching.
You hit him pretty dang good. Okay, he's on his side. He's rolling and kicking. He's got his nose down. Let's just sit here and watch him.
Well, I knew I could make that shot if I had somebody holding my elbow. I was just floundering with this thing. I'm excited. Yeah. He's beautiful. Beautiful deer.
I'll take your word for it, because guess what? I saw a white patch. That's all I saw.
Did you see all of it? Oh yeah.
Just everything split. He had big old hooks. He was heavy. Deep forks.
It's awesome. That's what you came here for. I mean, it's the first time I've seen you breathing. Yeah. That is great.
Richard made a fantastic shot. It was a tough shot, and he got her done.
Easy. Help that old man over the fence, would you, Blake? Help that old man over the fence, would you, Blake?
I made a pretty good time though, didn't
Yeah,
I?
you did. First thing I did, huh, mate?
John!
Again, thanks to Rich, thanks to Westerlands, the great guys, the great staff that put all these hunts together year after year. It's hard work to manage for giant mule deer like this. This is an incredible place. You know, Rich keeps telling me it's unlike anywhere else he's ever hunted.
That is awesome.
How do you pass that up?
Oh, you don't, man. If you pass that up, you need to quit hunting. That's awesome.
Good job.
Man, that's awesome. That's beautiful.
Look at that side.
It's the most beautiful mule deer I've ever killed. He's awesome, man. Well, he ain't gonna get rid of me now for a while.
Good job. Look at the mask.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's got it all.
He's beautiful. Deep forks.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
You can't pass him up.
Oh no. Like I said, you pass him up, you gotta quit hunting.
Oh man.
Man, he's an awesome buck.
So after we finally got over to this giant buck, put our hands on him, 9 by 10 on, you know, just a huge non-typical, the kind of buck you dream about, you know, and Rich was obviously ecstatic. You know, it's the biggest buck of Rich's life.
Look, he carries that mask
Oh
clear.
yeah, he's bladed.
I mean, he carries the mask
It's
clear
just
to
awesome.
the end on everything.
He's a beautiful buck.
It's the biggest buck I've ever seen on the hoof.
He's got good main beams.
Yep.
Man, awesome! Made it. It's the best mule deer I've ever killed.
I come to Utah, and particularly I come to hunt with Travis Murphy at Westerlands. I enjoy hunting with Tyler. He's the greatest. I love all the guys, Sean Wade, all the rest of the guys that are out here working. And it's a place I can come. The kill is secondary. I come out here, I forget what I left behind. I miss my family, but all the grind, the daily grind, I leave behind for a week. And with a great deer like that, it's fulfilled. But even if I didn't kill it, it would be fulfilled.
Well, is he not beautiful or what? How about the one, did we screw up? Not going to look at the one you had found?
I'm not saying one, there's no such thing as screw up. That's a freaking stomper. Oh, congrats, bro. That is awesome. What a deer. You know, I've got a lot to learn from Rich. You know, he's obviously an experienced hunter who to be able to, you know, look at so many deer and know what he wants when he wants it. And man, he just said if you pass that deer up, you might as well quit hunting. That's
the way I feel.
That's the truth. Say what, I haven't seen a deer like that in my life.
All that sitting paid off.
Just
huh?
like that. Wow. Congratulations. Yeah, all that sitting paid off. For posterity's sake, was your cameraman ready?
Yeah, it was great. Everybody was great, man. I appreciate the rest too. I was shaking pretty good.
Hey, that's the first time I've seen you fired up. I knew something was about to go down.
You never know what the circumstance is going to be. This morning was quick. We generally try and stay away from those type of scenarios, but sometimes they happen. Richard, I've hunted with Richard for about, I think it's three or 4 years, and I knew he was capable of it. He'll pull through when it gets tough. He done a good job this morning.
Yeah, it was. Look at those bases too, man. Those are just character all around.
Well, the angle of that shot and all, I was wobbling, trying to thread it in that brush, you know, and just want to be steady.
What do you think?
Well, it's about time to get some pictures and celebrate.
Celebration. Get down. Come on. Celebrate Texas style in Utah.
There you go.
You gonna teach us a few things?
Yeah.
If you're looking for big trophy mule deer, you know, look these guys up. Go talk to Travis Murphy, talk to these guys at Westerlands. If you're looking to hunt a big 200-inch type mule deer in the West, free range, no fences.
This ranch is unbelievable. I love hunting big mule deer. I enjoy doing it here, and I'm looking forward to doing it again with Rich.
Thanks to Westerlands, thanks to Travis, and especially thanks to Richard Gingrich, one of our awesome customers here at Gunwerks. We look forward to doing it again with him and maybe you down the road.